Hello, my name is Sky from BCoT Digital, and today I'm going to do a quick overview of this digital tool, Essay Map, by readwritethink.org. So this tool is a really good way to plan out your essay. So what you do is you go through the interactive structure, and at the end you get a sort of flow chart, as you can see in this bottom left corner, which gives you the sort of basis for you to write your essay. So first of all, write your name and the topic. So the topic I'm going to do is dogs as pets. And I'm going to make a case for why dogs are the best pets. Okay, so get started. So in the introduction, write a couple of sentences about the topic. So I'm just going to write a few words just to give an idea. You can make this as long or short as you want, but basically you want to keep it in sort of note structure. Okay, so just something really basic like that. When you come to writing your actual essay, depending on how complex it needs to be, you can of course expand on this, but for this we just want the notes, so essentially like bullet points. So click on the down arrow. So now, as you see, we've got these three different blocks here. So you've got idea 1, idea 2, and idea 3. So this is what in your essay will essentially be your separate paragraphs. So as with any sort of standard essay structure, you have your introduction. Good basis is for 3 paragraphs, but obviously again it depends at the level you're writing at. And then, as you'll see in a moment, we then go into more detail. So for this first bit, you just want to give a really basic overview of what each paragraph is going to be about. So for my first one, man's best friend. So again, this is all in notation format. It's just to give me the structure for my essay. My second paragraph is going to be about healthy lifestyle. And my third one is going to be about responsibility. So on this idea 1, man's best friend, if I click the down arrow, it's now asking me for supporting details. So dog is a man's best friend because they are playful, cheer you up. So that's one point that I can then go on and expand about. My second point would be that you're never lonely, always got friends around. And my third point would be that dogs don't judge you, which I think anyone who has a dog and has ever spent long evenings chatting away to their dog can probably agree with. Okay, so I'm going to go back up, and now I'm going to go into idea 2. So I've got healthy lifestyle. I'm going to go down, and I want my 3 supporting ideas for a healthy lifestyle. So, walks. So my first one is about going on regular walks and that helping with fitness. So it's a reason to get out of the house, go for a walk, be on your feet. My second point is going to be about walks again, but it's going to be slightly different. So it's going to be about socialising. So on this point, I would go on to talk about how going for a walk is good because you meet other dog walkers. It's a good way to socialise. My last point would be about mental health. So on this one, I might talk about some of the points I've talked about before, where about saying a man's best friend, so I can refer back to points in the first paragraph. But I'm looking at it from a slightly different angle, so I'm looking at it this time from why it sort of helps with a healthy lifestyle. Okay, and finally I'm going to go on to my idea 3. Click on the down arrow again. So responsibility. So budgeting. So I can talk about having to budget for dog food, pet bills, etc. and how that encourages you to be more responsible and to start having these plans in place. Time management. So again, anyone who's had a dog or any pet really knows that you have to put quite a lot of thought into when to feed them, walk them, etc. And it's quite useful for getting into routines. So for this point, I've only got the 2, so it's just to show you so you can have flexibility. You don't have to use all of these boxes, and again, it really depends on the level that you're aiming at. Okay, so once we've written our supporting details for all 3 points, you go down, and it comes to our conclusion. So in the conclusion, to conclude, so anyone who's written an essay before, you've probably heard many times, your conclusion, you basically just want to reiterate your introduction. So to conclude, dogs are the best pets because, and then I'm going to talk a bit more about point 1, I'm going to talk a bit more about point 2, I'm going to talk a bit more about point 3, just taking sort of highlights from each point, and then I sort of summarise with a point that backs up all of those. So from my experience, having a dog is a great way to lead a happy So as you see, in a really brief overview, so I'm just going to click finish in the bottom corner here. And you can see here, I can zoom in a little bit. This is now my essay map. So you've got your name at the top and your title of your essay. And now it's put this into a little flow diagram for us. So what I can do now is I can print this off, or I can save it on my computer. And I can now have this alongside me as my plan to write my essay. So when I go to write it, I can look, okay, so this is my introduction. So I'm going to write that out in the first paragraph, the introduction paragraph. Might expand on it a little bit, so again, depends on the level. And then I'm going to go across to main idea 1. That's going to be my paragraph 1. So this will be my sort of introductory sentence. And I've got a few more sentences here to bulk out the paragraph. Once I've finished on this, I can tick these off, go on to 2, so on, go on to 3, and then finally go on to my conclusion. So, I hope that's been useful. This is Essay Map, a tool by readwritethink.org, and I've been Sky Caves from BCoT Digital. Any other questions about this tool, please feel free to contact us via our website or through this YouTube link, and have a lovely day.